Today we're talking about Roman math, the aqueducts, and the most important scientific principle. Now, the Romans built the most precisely engineered aqueducts in the ancient world. Now, in an aqueduct, you have to make certain that the channel is neither too steep nor too shallow. Too shallow, the water doesn't flow. Too steep, it flows too fast, wearing out your channel and losing all of your height. The Romans had 3 instruments capable of leveling that I know of. The first was the groma, which I believe was a much more precise instrument than most current people give it credit. The second was something called the korobates, which was a very precise leveling instrument. And the third, barely mentioned, but probably the handiest of the instruments, was something called the Libra, or Libra Aquaria. And that's what I want to talk about today. I want to show you how I think one is constructed and how, using very simple math, you could get accurate results with it. Now, it's obvious that this thing is not level in itself. But if you take a sighting from this to there, and from here to there, and then turn it around from here to there, there to there, you get 4 points. When you find the midpoints of those 4 points, you have a level plane running through the sight line. Sight the upper right and mark it. Sight lower left, mark it. Turn it around, sight the lower right, mark it. Sight the upper left, mark it. Now take the left average, the midpoint. Now take the right average, the midpoint. The average line, or level line, connects the 2 midpoints. Here's the final picture. We do the same thing with a modern theodolite. First, take a level reading, then turn the theodolite around, plunge the telescope, and take a second level reading. The average of the 2 readings is the actual level mark. And the most important scientific principle is the average. The idea that you can take a large number of measurements and average them. To get the average, of course, we add up all the numbers and divide by how many there are. Lots of measurements. One number.